ngayon pag-uusapan natin, alam naman natin, Sandro, na lately sunod-sunod yung pagtama ng kalamidad sa ating bansa. Nagkaroon tayo ng sunod-sunod na bagyo, pagbabaha, and recently nga yung earthquake, yes, dito sa Bohol at Cebu. And Sandro, 'di ba, yung bansa nga natin
Parang
ay
third na pinaka-prone sa risks talaga ng iba't ibang mga natural calamity. Siguro especially na rin dahil archipelago tayo, so surrounded tayo ng bodies of water. So alam naman natin na pag konting ulan pa lang talaga, alam natin nagiging malaking bagay ito dahil syempre, siguro may mga pagbahan na rin dahil sa mga ewan kung anong reasons natin dito. At kawawa syempre yung mga kasama natin mga nakatira sa may mga floodways. So magandang pag-usapan natin kung paano maiwasan yung mga disasters pa din.
Ngayong umaga mapapag-usapan natin ang effort ng DOST na ang Project NOAA. At other things rin about mga calamities na tumatama sa ating bansa. And this morning kasama natin si Sir Oscar Lizardo, ang Chief Science Research Specialist ng DOST. Magandang umaga.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning sa inyo. Good morning sa ating mga nanonood.
At syempre, welcome back po sa Good Morning po. Sir, bigyan niyo naman kami ng update tungkol sa Project NOAA. Alam naman natin na naging popular ito, especially nung Ondoy. This was the start of Project NOAA and naging very efficient siya during that time nung kinailangan natin. And after that, nakita naman natin na marami pa tayong mga iba-ibang na experience. And how was Project NOAA able to help us get through these calamities?
So far, ang bago ngayon sa Project NOAA is, since ang focus namin is yung mga river basins, so 17 out of the 18 river basins ay napagkunan na ng data. Ibig sabihin na pagdaanan na nung LiDAR namin. And then also may mga bagong projects under Project NOAA. One is yung storm surge mapping. Ibig sabihin, ina-identify nila at ina-assess yung mga areas na prone to storm surges and also yung landslides mapping. So, the same with storm surge, ina-identify nila yung mga areas that are most prone to landslides or what we call debris flows. No? Ito yung nangyayari sa Barangay Andap. Yung para lang din siyang landslide but in a much larger scale.
Yes.
So,
Sir, di ba, I think I understand, dati may na-interview kami sa Minds in Geosciences. Meron din silang parang map ng mga areas na So kumbaga, this is you in coordination with them updating this map?
Yes.
There,
We are working on that right now. So, we're working on a memorandum of agreement or understanding. I'm not sure, but basically the understanding is, yun, parang it will be a dual effort. So, we'll do the mapping, and them also, and then para magko-collaborate na lang. So, gamit yung satellite data at saka LiDAR, present something, and then sila naman, they'll do the ground validation, and then we'll compare notes, and then come up with a better map, no, than what we've had before. So we're working on that now. Kaya nga kami hindi kami basta-basta makapag-release ng landslide hazard maps without their participation. So it's really
coordination talaga.
Yes, so nakikita natin na it's really a continuously improving project. So napakalaking endeavor nito. And hopefully nga in the future, masasama rin yung Lindol. So can we talk a little bit more about what happened dito sa Cebu at Bohol?
Okay. I'm not a geologist,
Yes.
but from what I understand from PHIVOX is yun. There was a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that occurred last week. So malakas yun. I think it was intensity 7 or intensity 8. At first, they identified the East Bohol fault as the culprit for that earthquake. But I think they're all not discounting the possibility of another unseen fault in that area. Kasi mahirap, because Bohol is mostly made up of limestone. And usually, pag you can detect faults, makikita mo na yung faults gamit yun the terrain actually has features which somehow is obvious to a geologist na may fault dito, parang gano'n. So when you use satellite so ground validation, makaka-identify ka ng fault. The difference with Bohol, from also what I understand from PHIVOX is yun, Bohol is mostly made up of limestone. So because of that, kasi limestone can be easily weathered, so mabilis matanggal yung superficial features na yun sa terrain. So mahirap mag-identify ng faults doon. So they're not discounting that possibility. So mahirap talaga yun.
Sir, kayo po being the Chief Research Specialist nga po ng DOST, and what are the constant efforts that you are doing para nga makaiwas naman tayo sa mga ganitong pangyayari? Like sa mga pagbagyo nga, meron tayo with Project NOAA, and we've seen how it was able to help a lot of the Filipinos. When it comes to these earthquakes, paano po yung tulungan natin kasama ng PHIVOX?
At this point, I don't think there's any project or formal arrangement between PHIVOX and Project NOAA. Pero Project NOAA is mostly made up of geographers, geologists. So if they need help, they could come to us anytime. If the government feels that we need to help other agencies in terms of earthquakes, I think we can do that in an informal basis. No one's, I mean, we're all trying to help the country anyway. So if they feel the need to ask for assistance, then we will gladly help.
Yes, of course. Kasi right now, yung ano, 'di ba, parang earthquakes like siya nangyayari. Pero yung typhoons, parang
Mas
constant.
often, oo.
Yeah, so hopefully nga in the future, magkakaroon ng isang interagency collaboration sa kanila. Pero kanina, you mentioned something very interesting, yung risk factor nga na kunento rin ni Sandro kanina, na we are, according to the UN, we are the third most
Yeah.
at-risk na country dito sa natural disasters. So can you explain a little bit more about itong risk factor na ito?
I think I think we should first put the difference between risk and hazard. Kasi
Yes.
it's paano ba explain? Yun. Let's put it this way. Kung baga ang geographical location ng Philippines and Japan is the same. Parehas tayo sa typhoon belt, parehas tayo sa Pacific Ring of Fire. So our risk profile is the same, no? Pero magtataka ka na dun sa list na yon, number 3 tayo. Tapos in Japan, na halos kaparehas lang natin, if not worse than us, is not on that list. That is because I think they're for disasters, they're looking for more permanent solutions. So they went into risk reduction itself. No, tayo naman, we're going to that direction. In fact, we're on that path now. No, that consciousness is very new to Filipinos. I think a law was only established last 2010 or 2011. I'm not sure, which established the National Disaster Risk Management Council. So, papunta pa lang tayo doon. Japan, on the other hand, has been doing that for a long, long time. No? So, sila prevention and mitigation. So, tayo, we're trying to go into that. No? We're trying to, kaya nga nandyan yung Project NOAA, to provide information to everybody. Not
To
just
be more prepared.
Not just more prepared, but have the information to prevent disasters entirely. No? We're looking for a permanent solution to this problem. Hindi lang yung pagdadating na yung bagyo, mag-relocate na, mag-evacuate na. So what we're trying to look for is, for example, we're trying to look for areas that is inhabitable kasi nga, this is a flood-prone area and this is the kind of flooding that can kill people. So it's better to relocate these people. But of course, this decision does not fall upon us. This is the decision of either the national government or the local government.
So of course, for Project NOAA to be successful talaga, we all have to cooperate with
Of
it.
course,
Kasi
of
kung
course.
nakikita natin na dangerous nga yung lugar, hindi naman tayo susunod.
Yeah.
Tayo rin
Ulo.
naman yung madadali, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero nakita man natin na talagang we're towards that path already, gaya nga ng sabi ni Sir, Japan has been at it for quite a while, and magandang makita natin na yung Project NOAA is a step na, it's proof that we are on that path, and it's helped us a lot already with the past storms and the whatever rainfall that we received here in the country. Sir, lastly, maybe you have a message that you want to tell our audience, maybe mga tips po to be more aware about and be prepared as well.
Siguro pinakamasabi ko is yun. Ngayon, meron ng sa Project NOAA, especially in Metro Manila, pwede nyo nang tingnan yung, let's start with flooding, no? Pwede nyo ma-identify yung mga flood-prone areas gamit yung Project NOAA. So you can choose between, doon pa lang, you can choose to prevent, mitigate, prepare for that, and also it will already tell you kung uulan ba within the next few hours. And then yun, hintayin lang natin konti. Eventually, we will complete the hazard mapping, which was yung one of our main functions. Pag natapos na namin yun, we will have more accurate hazard maps, so this can be used for land use planning. So ayun, marami siyang gamit. Hintayin lang natin ng konti yun, and then siguro in the future, mas handa na tayo.
Okay, so thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us this morning.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Sir Oscar Lizardo, ang Chief Science Research Specialist ng DOST.